Hello, world. Trying something else, so hi. Okay. I'm a little out of my box today, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna play Binding of Isaac this morning because it's somehow I have 200 plus hours on the Xbox and I still suck. It's still awful, but I can zone out and play it and maybe speak if I need to. So we're gonna try that and see how this goes. Happy Saturday! Alright. Ready. We're gonna go to the void to contemplate our existence for a moment. Yes, void time. Void time. I should have fixed everything ahead of time for once, which means that it might actually work. Oh, good morning, Epic. I'm just starting the game, so it takes a minute. Hi. So far, so good, is the answer.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
Have you ever played this game?
Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his
Here's
toys
my
as his
disclaimer.
mom
There are a
watched
bunch of people
Christian
that are really, really
broadcasts
excellent
on
at
the
this game.
television.
And if anyone
Life
wants to
was
watch
simple,
that, more power to
and they
you.
were
They are
both
definitely
happy.
better at this than me.
That
I am
was until
torturing
the day
myself for
Isaac's
some reason
mom
today.
heard a voice
Me and
from
RNG
above.
have a conflicted relationship.
Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that
Basically,
was
Isaac's
evil
mom
from
is
his life.
nuts. Driven crazy by
Again, the
Christian
voice
radio.
called to her. Isaac's soul is
familiar
still
with this
corrupt.
concept.
He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied,
Oh my goodness.
as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you.
That's what face you have to make when
Yes,
you hear the
Lord,
voice
anything,
of God.
Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and
gonna
end
go
his
broke
life
from way
as
too
an
much.
offering to me to prove you love me above all else.
Keeps happening.
Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place,
Bars on the windows.
he noticed a
in
trap
his
door
house.
to the basement,
That
hidden
sounds right.
under his rug.
Oh,
Without
Epic, can you do me a
hesitation,
favor and just
he
confirm
flung
that
open
you
the
can hear?
hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself
tested,
down
but it doesn't
into
always
the
work.
unknown depths below.
If you are still here, of course. Okie dokie. generally feel like this runs a bit loud for me. So I'm gonna turn it down some. Mostly because I can. My stream. Ha ha ha. There we go. Trying to keep you guys in the green without drowning myself out, which tends to happen because I don't speak very loud sometimes. Teddy tells me all the time I'm super freaking quiet, so it just seems to be the way of things. Alrighty, here we go, Isaac. Ow! That's a bad start. Listen. Saturday morning. I'm just trying to chill out with the game, and you decide to shoot me in the face. First thing in the morning. I don't much appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. So, this is Repentance, and I've played Repentance before. Like I said in the title, I have played like 200 hours of this game. Unfortunately, it's on the Xbox, which means that it doesn't translate. So, I am endeavoring to get better and try to talk at the same time. So, bear with me. Haha. I'm gonna go broke from purchasing waifu merch, but that's more a me problem. Because of course everybody's got merch for this summer for some reason. I don't quite know why. Bathing suit merch is always a popular thing. Everybody seems to get it at some point. But I've got Shy Lily merch, Silver Veil merch, and geez, wow, there's so many. Ouch.
Range down.
That hurt. Okay. Oh wait, I have 5 cents. And literally no accessories, so I should probably buy something. Ooh, let me do this real fast. Because I may actually see you guys if I do this the right way. There. Am I too big? I don't think I'm too big. I think I'm good. No, do not change the size of the window. You end up changing the size of everything, you goofy female. This is what I say to myself, even when no one's here. Maybe. So I don't want to do it for everybody, mostly because I am just like, every single time I listen back at these things, it turns out that I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I just don't like loud noises. Got it. Other people actually like game audio to be present in the game you're playing, and the music in this game is actually really good. I don't know what it is. Like, I struggle, but I also am in the person of 15 audio sources just because I need different variations of background noise. Double-edged sword, so to speak. Ah, the joys. The joys of the fun thinking process that is my brain. Alright, we're gonna take this. I should have done this. That's good. Okay. Off we go. Let's go see what we got today, shall we? Actually, wait, hey, excuse you. Wow. Ah, get out of here. Go away. Oh, wait, he's right there. There we go. It was a little late today. Mostly because I woke up with the worst leg cramps of my entire existence. It decided to go and do both my thigh and my calf all at the same time. Both legs. So obviously I have a potassium issue. But no, I'm perfectly fine. It's just annoying because it's one of those things that happens right as you're fighting to either stay asleep or wake up, and you're like, I really don't want to get up yet. And then, it just forces you to get up. You're just like, oh, no. yes, that's the kind of day I'm having right now. Which is the main reason for Binding of Isaac, because while torturous and horrible for me, it is not it's not a very intense game, I guess, because I know what to expect, so it's not like, oh my god, I'm playing something new, I have to do it. Well, it's like, no, I suck at this, I know I do. This is fine. It's like, if personal choice in chill games is this, Dead Cells, Vampire Survivors, those are the ones that are like, I just am happy to zone out and play forever, even if I do suck, because even if the run dies, I'm not that heartbroken by it, because, you know, it's comforting. Hi, Vaika, get out of here. Go, shoo, you just go away. I don't like you. Ah! We are not friends. It's Vaika. So, yesterday, I was being a ninja. Today I'm not being so ninja. Today is just the day I'm normally here. And a lot of birthdays around us lately. We did have some halfway decent, like, stupid heat issues have finally started to subside. Most people, especially right now, having massive, like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with it? My electricity. Here, at least, everybody seems to think it's all broken, which is fair. What should I talk about today? Today we're going to talk about my sourdough. I can't think of anything else, so until somebody offers me a different topic, that is what I will discuss. So, I absolutely hate going to the grocery store. It's one of the things in life that I just basically detest. I did not mean to do that. That was really a bad choice. Why did I just do that? Ugh, I'm so mad at myself now. I hate it when you just sort of tap yourself into a door by accident, and then it's all over. Thank you. I still need bombs, but whatever. Whatever. Huh. He's not bad, it's his, little brother that's more annoying than the other. There are some people that do brilliant runs of this. I follow one guy who, honestly, you give him a challenge and he can do it, and I have no idea how. But no, I was talking about the grocery store and how I hate it more than anything in the world. And so this is the reason why I have an Instacart account that I liberally abuse. The problem is that the more expensive things get, the more impractical that is. Even when it wasn't expensive in the first place, that was kind of impractical. So it turns out that, like, as much as I loathe the grocery store and how much I'm ordinarily willing to pay way more than necessary to deal with, the economy is not allowing me to do so. And so I am currently shirking adult responsibilities of, going to the grocery store and providing food for myself and my dear Teddy, who, will die of starvation without me. This is fair. His friends know that too, actually. I went away to visit my mother for a while, and all of our mutual friends were concerned about Teddy's eating habits because he cannot subsist on ramen alone forever. At least not anymore. So yeah, it was funny to me, at least, because at least it made me feel loved and kind of missed. But no, I hate the grocery store. I hate it more than anywhere else on the planet, apart from, like, Walmart, but that doesn't really count. I don't like stores like that just because they're kind of like a sea of overstimulation. It's just between the noise and everybody talking to each other, it's just so much stuff, it gets exceptionally overwhelming. And then you add to that the unfortunate combination of like joint pain, and you have an issue where not only is it comfortable to do, but it's also painful to do. But I do have I do have moments where I like the grocery store. And when I like the grocery store, my favorite time to go is later, when they used to have like the later night hours, because there's less people and it's less chaotic. But the other thing is to go with Teddy. And the reason for that is because we kind of inspire each other to try new things. So I'll see something or he'll ask me what something is and we'll try something different. And it becomes considerably more fun than when I'm in my head by myself. But the hazard there is that we also tend to spend more money when we're together. I'll go in with a list and I'll just get, okay, I just need these things and that's it. And, you know, the same rings true for like store pickup, but that's like the same thing. Because I could do that. Like, theoretically, it would make sense to do the online order and then just pick it up. But I also have this weird thing about, like, people going into my car. And I've always seen, and this is probably so biased of me, but I have always seen that if you're doing pickup, for some reason, mine is always wrong. I don't quite know why. I don't know what does it, but yeah, my stuff is always wrong. Always. And I'm not a bad person about it, and I definitely don't tip poorly. But for some reason it just, something goes weird. And it's not their fault. It's like, they're either out of something or, you know, they've replaced it badly. And when I'm having stuff delivered to my house, like, I'm very active on the shopping app that I'm using to make sure that I'm talking to them if necessary to, like, say yes or no to stuff. And when I don't, it's the same shopping, I don't know why. Okay, so maybe it's this, because I really don't know why, I guess, because I thought I did. But I guess it's the fact that if I had to get in the car anyway and I'm already there, why in the world do I not just go in and get it myself? And I have considerably less forgiveness when they screw up, because I'm already here, you know? And my whole method of dealing with this for the large portion of my life is basically what my family forced upon me, which is suck it up and do it anyway. Oh my, that was actually not bad for once. No. Tastes Like Burning gives me more matches, or more bombs, and given that I just picked up Pyromaniac, it means I can heal myself with bombs. Okay, I hate him. He annoys me. He annoys me less when there's only one of him. When there's two is when he really sucks. Ow. You bastard. Stop hitting me. Stop it. Listen. If I am gonna get out of this, which is highly sus, I don't believe even in myself a little bit, because his power set is wonky. Growth hormones. Damage and speed. Okay, I'll take that. Boink. Boink. I was playing with new scene settings today earlier. No one wants to hear me ramble on about the grocery store anyway. I was going to make sourdough bread today, which is how the grocery store is connected, because we've been making a sourdough starter. And I can't typically do grocery shopping until I get paid from my day job, because groceries are expensive. So I have to go, and I normally do Instacart on Fridays, because that's the day I can do it. And I typically end up working from home, or off like yesterday, and I do my order so that I can get it all set up, and I don't have to worry about it. However, the secondary problem with that is yesterday I did the calculations and my budget was way off. And so what happens with that is I decide, okay, well, we need to go to the grocery store, because I specifically do not have any more bread flour. And I've been working on this starter for a week, and I'd like to test it to see if it works so I can freaking put it away where it's supposed to be. And of course, I haven't done this yet. Ooh. And I'm still stalling. So I decided to stream instead. And one way I could have saved myself some money, which is the part that's really annoying me at the moment, is if I hadn't been so lazy, which is not true, but it's what I'm calling it. If I had not felt so much anxiety over trying to go to the store in the first place, I could have gone to the Amish market and not only saved some money, but also gotten way better stuff. Now, for those of you not familiar, Amish are the folks on the internet you see with buggies and no technology. So, what to keep in mind is they have like a farmer's market sort of situation. And they have it pretty much every week. And the every week part of it is that it's only on Friday and Saturday, because they're a religious sect. They don't do anything on Sunday. And it's only like farm style hours, so it's 8 o'clock till about noon. However, the hazard is if you're going to something like this at noon on Saturday, you should keep in mind that it's kind of like going to convention hall on the last day, in the last hour. So not only is it insanely freaking busy, but half of it's sold out. So if I don't wake up by 8 o'clock in the morning,
48.
I honestly do not see the point in trying to do it. Because I'm not going to get what I want anyway. So, sorry, I was focusing for a minute. I also didn't sleep exceptionally well. I mean, apart from waking up with the leg cramps thing, which is, you know, understandable. For some weird reason, I just could not get comfortable. And that's one of the worst feelings, because you're like laying there, you're in bed, and you're like, I am so tired. And then you start to feel yourself fall asleep, and like your shoulder tweaks. Or you start to feel yourself fall asleep, and then you get this weird pain in your hip because there's a spring there. It's just the most irritating sensation, because all you want to do is go to sleep. And you're laying in the place that you should be able to. Like, it's predetermined destiny here that I should be able to sleep in my bed. This is a thing. This is the way things should be. One would hope. Doesn't seem to be the case.
Health.
Oh,
down.
you suck. That was mean. I don't like that. I dislike that. What do you want? Yes, I know. I have things. And I'm avoiding them. That's okay, actually, because sometimes you have to. Sometimes your brain's just like, nope, not even. We are not doing that thing today. We do not have the social battery, we do not have the ability, whatever it is, we do not have it to do this today. And even though you feel a lot like... There we go. The one thing I struggle with for that, though, is I definitely have that whole imposter thing. I have that whole situation in my head where I'm like, oh my god, I am such a lazy friggin' reader. Blech. I am so lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. My brain does not have the ability to process this crap. Just doesn't. Hold on a minute. I gotta stretch. Stretch! Oh my goodness. Ow. Ah. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Oh, now that I am a noodle, let us continue. Yeah, don't shoot that at me. That's very, very uncomfortable. Yeah, there we go. Hello. Oof. What a very weird set of background noise going on at the moment. I have another stream in the background, so I don't feel alone. I can hear the dogs moving around. Oh, this is a good build in a weird sort of way, as long as this works. It does. Hell yes. Hell yes. That is awesome. Might actually live through this, provided I can get some sort of projectile blocker. I might. It's highly unlikely though. That's fun. Okay. See, no. Under normal circumstances, doing this would cost me. But in this case, it does not. Wait, what now? It's very strange. It's a strange day. Ah! Okay. Oh, come on! I have such bad RNG. Like, why? Why is this a thing? Why? Okay. No. I am aggravated at you guys. But you can't hurt me. Which is very pleasant. Okay, we did that. Let's go. Let's go already. Oh, I should make myself slightly smaller just so that y'all can see the list of items we have. Like, I don't even... Oh. I have... Oh. You, come here. I am a weapon. I am a kamikaze weapon. I love it. That's freaking great. I am super happy about this. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's freaking go. I was having a bad morning, but this run might actually save me. Ooh, I will happily take this and this and this just because, and I really need a health up, but I'm not gonna get it on this floor. Wait. That was funny. Oof. Almost. Judgment. Okay, can you give me help? So you normally do. If you pay these little guys enough, normally they have an item before they pop off like that. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, it's normally a health item. But, you know, there's no guarantees in life. Obviously, he's a chance item. And it depends entirely on the seed you loaded, whether or not there's enough of anything. I'm only playing on normal at the moment because, again, I have played this game explicitly several bazillion times. The main issue, though, is I didn't play it on PC. So, my PC one is set to basically nothing. I've killed Mom's heart once, but only the first time. So it's not it's alive, which would be better, but that's okay. I do love this particular power set just because that's definitely making it easier for me at the moment. Oh, Kamikaze is normally such a bad choice unless you have Pyromaniac. If you have Pyromaniac, it makes total sense because not only do you become the bomb and you can basically just explode, the explosion heals you when you do it, which makes all of this just significantly better. I will take that. The other advantage is, of course, if you do not have the bomb cost, blowing up all these guys, even though some of them turn into the little stupid skelly faces. Justice. Give me my stuff, and off we go. Oh, you're sneaky. Not sneaky enough, but you're sneaky. Okay. Restock is always good, just because, but I don't really need anything else. Oh, you bastard. Jackass, way to brah! Oh my god, what is your problem, y'all? Come on now. Once more. There we go. There we go. You I can't even do anything about. You're just friggin' running my life over here. Continuum. I am no longer bound to the confines of these walls. Inject my tears through. I need something good. Come on. Oh, these aren't gonna turn off, are they? Just blatant abuse. Blatant abuse of the mechanic to make it so that I don't have to deal with this crap. The left hand has appeared in the basement. I do not want this. I mean, I'm gonna pick it up for the reference because it needs to be for my inventory, but I'm taking this back because I would rather bombs. Explosive enemies are actually really good when you have this particular combination. Okay, seriously, was that the ice machine, was that something in the kitchen, or was that just my headphones? I don't even know anymore. It is incredibly confusing. Hello, hateful woman. There we go. Okay. The heart might not be so easy just because you run the risk of, you know, taking a blood cannon to the face. But yeah. Okay. Ooh.
2 of
Done.
clubs.
I mean, I could just use myself as a bomb like I always do. Boom. No. Go away. Actually. That's fine. I just need to pause this other audio because it's annoying me right now. There we go. You guys couldn't hear that anyway, so it's fine. Whee! Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, moving on. I don't know why I have no music. Why do I have no music? There it is. Okay. Woo! Okay. Giant spider down. You guys can just go away. It's fine. Heal through the pain. Heal through the pain. That hit and healed at the same time. That was great. Good job. Good job. Why do you suck? Why? Why do you make these choices, Svetsie? Why? Someone please explain to me why you make these choices. Thank you. The fear doesn't help. That's just getting annoying. Okay. Bum. Ugh. Ooh, nice. Uh-huh. This game is just weird. Yeah. There we go. I really dislike those. Like my least favorite, along with the bombs. The ones that shoot the blizzard at you. Do you want speed or range? Speed or range? We're going with speed. Faster is better. Oh, hello. Good morning. How are you? Phasma was fun. Poor Opal, I was worried for her sanity. Today, I am playing Binding of Issac. This is an excuse for me to make weird noises and shirk my adult responsibilities so that I don't go to the grocery store because I don't want to. Whee! What? No. I have somehow, on the Xbox, played like over 200 hours of this game. And for some ungodly reason, I am still horrible at it. I don't even understand how at this point. It's like glutton for punishment. There. And Opal getting raided was insane. There was a lot of raids. It was so fun. It was a good choice. Da, 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 and goodbye. What? Oh, you stop it. That is not cool. Stop doing that. That is so annoying. It was! It really was. I hadn't seen that many in a bit. I was like, oh my goodness, what the heck? There you go. It's funny because even in video games, this is not what I should be doing. This is just what I'm doing. I have things I should do today. I have Final Fantasy XIV stuff I should do. No. What am I doing? Playing Binding of Issac for the 800th time. There we go. Muted due to air conditioning. Okay. There is no way in the world I'm taking either of those. But I will do this. And take this back. Mm-hmm. And then do this.
Bombs are key.
Okay. One. Ah! That way, thank you. Not yet. Yes, I know, thanks. Ow. So many things. Yeah, you are. Aha. Aha. Okay. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for confirming that you're taking my money. I appreciate it. Mm. I'm just gonna blow things up and hope for the best. You get down here. Stupid thing. Oh, you're not gonna get down here until I kill your stupid ads. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Yay! Yay. Okay, one step further than we were before. That's good. There we go. Ha ha ha. Sacrifice room. Is sacrifice room really necessary? Just not like it's gonna hurt me anyway. Suck, however. I hate them so much. Flames on the side of my face. Thank you, Madeline Kahn. For those of you that don't know Madeline Kahn, I'm so sorry for you. And you need to go watch Clue immediately. So if you haven't, that is a tragedy. It's an absolute heartbreaking tragedy. Oh, Paul! Good morning! How are you? Last night was really fun. I technically beat the first one, but it doesn't count because it's normal and it hates me. So far, so good. I'm doing okay. I'm shirking my adult responsibilities that include going to the grocery store and streaming instead. Hopefully the birthday party was fun. Probably not as much fun as playing Phasmo with everybody, but still fun, hopefully. Okay, seriously, I couldn't understand what was happening because legit every time I left the room and came back, I got flaned. Like every time. Yes, ice cream and cake makes all things worth it. It's just the amount of flan just blew me away. It's just so many flans. It's just attack flan. Okay, so we have beaten Mom's heart the first time. Second time, technically. Yes, I don't understand. I seem to summon the susness. It's really hard to say with a lisp. Okay. So when I was a kid, I moved from the South to New England. I moved, which is why I had to go to Arizona every summer. But my parents are normal. My grandparents are very, very Southern. Like Tennessee Southern. And so I'd come back with a Southern accent every time. So I started school in a new state with a lisp, a stutter, and a Southern accent. I basically didn't speak for a year. Unless I had to. Okay, so that's 2. Going for 3. Yes! Basically, yes. It's summoned to me. It just happens. Yes, so the accent is a bit of a amalgamation of 3 places. And it ends up a little weird sometimes, but once I moved to the DC area and ended up back towards the south again, the y'alls started coming. Like, whether I wanted to or not. And it's funny, because everybody goes, well, you grew up in the north, like, why do you talk like that? And I said, I was taught to talk by people with a southern accent. It sticks. Just holds. It's there. I can do even more southern. I don't like doing it intentionally because it feels forced. Yeah. But I can howdy y'all with the best of them. Nice, okay. You understand the creepy flatness then. So, when you can look out and it's basically just Tennessee doesn't have mountains, it has hills. And so you look out and it's just creepy and flat. No, you were in Canada. You were basically becoming a lumberjack or a bear of some kind. The hazard with playing this game like back to back like this is that I forget which power-ups I had for which run. So I inevitably will screw up and think I had the ones from the previous. Welcome to ADD. Especially when you live in a mountainous area, going to the creepy flatness is very strange. Like, normally I flew, and so what would happen is we'd fly over the middle of the country, and you see the creepy flatness from above, but when you drive through it, it's an entirely different experience to just look out and see, oh look, there's a tree, like 4 miles from here. And that's it. It's weird. And it's a completely different experience because I guarantee when people go visit, like, where you're from, Vuthra with the mountains, it almost will feel like slightly claustrophobic for them, because if you're used to looking out and seeing for miles and miles around you, and then all of a sudden you see trees and rocks and like a forest in front of you, it's really strange for them. My aunt, who lived in Tennessee her whole life, came to visit one summer and we took her to the beach because she'd never been to the ocean, and she literally walked up to like the edge wall. It is good to do that with Fred. I thought it was fun, honestly. I thought it was a good time. Yeah, she had never been to the ocean. And so she literally walked up to like the divider from like the parking area to the beach, and she's like, okay, we can go home now. I'm like, why? What's wrong? And she's like, that's too much water. It's just too much water. I want to go home. Like, okay, we're here for a week. She came to visit, so we took her to Maine. Exactly, it's not a thing. You have to understand, the middle of the United States does not see water like that. Like a large portion have not left the area that they grew up in, and if it's not around you, and it's like days driving to get to water, you see lakes and stuff, rivers, yeah, but not like ocean water, which is strange sometimes. Nice. Canoes require a great deal of balance, don't they? Like, I don't have any balance. Like, I fall over standing straight up. So to be in the middle of everything was like weird. We did go I did go on a whale watch once. Kayak, yes. Canoe, no. Canoe more stable, got it. Because I have no balance at all. I can swim though, thankfully. So that's a plus. My mom couldn't swim. And it was so funny because if you went in the pool, she would stand in like the shallow end just to hang out with everybody. And if you went underwater in front of her, she'd literally pull you up by like the back of your head because she thought you were going to drown. And then she learned to swim when she was 40 and she bought a house with a pool. Hi, Halfab, how are you? I do. I trip over my own 2 feet pretty regularly. I am pigeon-toed. What that means is my feet turn inwards rather than out. So a lot of people are like duck-footed where their feet turn outwards, mine turn in. And this means that to correct this problem, I took ballet for like 12 years. Good morning, or good night, actually, in your guys' case. So yes, I was told not to pursue ballet because I was too tall and too thick, and my delightful German instructor, who was trying to be supportive, looked at me and said, "No man will be able to lift you like that." Like, thank you, and goodbye. Yes, the art that ruins your feet and tortures your soul. Beautiful, painful, very dramatic. Hello! Welcome in, Explorer. I saw you this morning. I am glad to see you again. Yes, so what this means in reality is that I stand in first position to make sure that I don't trip over my own feet. But I still do that quite regularly. Oh, it's morning for you, which is painful. I'm very sorry. Ah, but good at least to be out of work, so good. Oh, wait. I always forget time zones, because time zones are a problem. So, okay, so this run, I've played like 200 hours of this on the Xbox. I love this game. It hates me. It always has. And so when I got it for the computer, I decided I was going to try again. And so now we have 2 rounds of Mom's Heart that's been beaten, which is okay, and we're trying to do a 3rd, but I'm mostly trying to forget the power-ups from last round so I don't blow myself up accidentally. And guys, it's noon where I am. Yeah, East Coast is noontime, lunchtime-ish. But again, I'm also shirking all of my adult responsibilities at the moment. I was supposed to go to the Amish market, which is like a farmer's market. But if you've seen the horse and buggy people on TV, that's the Amish. Ones with no electricity. I was supposed to go get like my produce and my butcher stuff because it's better quality and it costs less money most of the time. But they're only open on Friday and Saturday, and I woke up late, which means that if you don't go by 8 o'clock, it's so overwhelmed. It's crazy. It's like, I'm not even doing that. Yeah, you have them in Indiana too. It's weird because so my dad's family was from Pennsylvania, so when we would go on vacation, that would be like where we would go. And we'd go to the Amish country to kind of go get stuff. My mom had an obsession with Amish furniture and stuff like that. So I grew up around it, which was nice. Yeah. Well, they always have good stuff, and they're always super nice. Like, I've never had like a bad experience with an Amish person. I travel in time. Yeah, he's a time traveling wizard. He's fine. But I was supposed to go to the Amish market, and by 11 o'clock there's too many people there, so I said I'm not going. So I decided to say hi here instead. I stayed up late watching you guys play. Aha! This is fair. Amish Mafia is a thing. We don't talk about that. They'll get us. But no, I've never had a bad experience with them. Like, you don't generally get a Karen situation in the Amish market. Like, it's just not a thing. So, it makes it a pleasant shopping experience if you can go early in the day. So like the farmers, yeah. So we have, so this Amish market is actually like in the same area as a flea market, which is definitely what you're talking about for us, where people sell everything from random crap in their house to knockoff Chinese handbags. At least here. Yeah, just poof. Just gone. We don't talk about it. Just gone. So, I will actually go to the other grocery store later and do the stuff I'm supposed to do, but I didn't really feel like doing it. And Teddy's still asleep, so. Surprisingly, Teddy is on almost like an opposite schedule of mine. Almost. Like, third shift versus first shift. So he'll wake up in the afternoon, and then we'll hang out together, and I'll go to bed long before he does. He just sort of defaults that way. I do when I'm on vacation. Like, I will revert to the same schedule as him if I don't have to wake up for work. But when I have to wake up for work, it's at 8 o'clock in the morning, so. Exactly, yes. We have those too. Unfortunately, in my particular area, the nearest, like, place for this also is in a little bit of a sketchier area, so I also get the people that have noticeably other motivations than just selling grandma's antiques as well. So, some things can be a little sus on their reputability, I shall say. But I ain't no snitch. Ain't naming names. Okay, come over here and blow this up for me, because I'm lazy. Or, you know, don't. Thanks. This one brick right here obviously looks different. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah! Alright, you can stay over there. That's fine. Yay! Okay. Ugh. It's like... It's 100 degrees here. I hate it. I want to go back to the snowy place. I like snow. Interesting. Okay, so glow-in-the-dark chainmail. Now, are the rings painted before or after? Or are they, like, somehow coated? Because I'm curious. Because I may have a project for you. Interesting. So how's it work? Because glow-in-the-dark chainmail is a neat idea. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Interesting. Because I was only familiar with the chainmail that was actually like the like metal ring process. I didn't know you could do rubber too, but are you talking like rubberized rings to start with, or do you do it after? Oh, okay. We have a lot of blue black light in this house because so for Christmas last year I bought Teddy these light up signs that are all blue because they match the theme of the room we had, but they're all like video game logos. So he has one from Metal Gear Solid, he has one from Resident Evil, so it's like the Stars logo. We have one for Shinra Power, which is for Final Fantasy. You really are like the mega sus wizard. I'm impressed by this. Like, I've met people with your levels before, but they are few and far between. Mm. It's actually funny to me because I was thinking about this the other day, where I was thinking about the skills of all the people that I have met as of late, and the fact that both you and Halfeb are perfectly like Riz-worthy gentlemen and do really well, and you both also are two of the most respectful guys I know, which is kind of nice. So thank you for that. Because I was worried, like, well, on the one hand, I understand and support all levels of degeneracy with, you know, consenting adults or whatever. I am not so much in the degenerate side of the world myself. And while I am very familiar with the waters that I navigate, I am not always... Exactly! Like, I am not always the... I'm not a thirsty person in that way. I do appreciate it though. Like, I dramatically appreciate all things sexy even if I'm not driven that way. Which is super hard to make people understand, and you guys seem to get, so that was neat. Because, like, I'm not chasing you down. Like... but I can appreciate that you both are drawn really nice. You know what I mean? So hopefully that comes across correctly. See, because I also understand that flirting with me is an exhaustive and unnecessary effort in most instances, because I won't get it anyway. But I did! I showed Teddy too, he really liked it. It was one of those, I told Teddy, like, Halfeb made fan art for me. He's like, oh, what do you draw? I said, well, you know Halfeb's a furry artist, right? He's like, oh yeah, what do you draw? I'm like, great, awesome. I mean, not only furry, I know, but that's where you went, which is fully appreciated, you're fine. Exactly. I've wanted a hamster farm for a while. Because, again, I appreciate the way that it works. Because, like, the anthropomorph style is actually super adorable. I mean, hello, Gadget from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers is just the cutest thing on the planet to me. I think she's adorable. Exactly, manners are exceptionally important. And it's manners are one of those things that should just be easy, right? Like, it's not difficult to not be a jerk, I don't think. But then again, my first thought is never to be a jerk regardless, so. But I would think it would be more difficult. Hold on a second. I need a drink. I was talking to myself for a bit. Honestly, talking to myself is good practice. Which is kind of funny, but that's going to be why my pacing's off for you guys right now. Because when I talk to myself, I talk faster. But no, manners are significantly important, and intent is one of those things that's understood. Like, I appreciate the fact that with everyone that I've met, especially lately, that you guys all have just like the proper sort of like feeling somebody out first before pouncing completely, you know? Because I get freaked out by that as a person. Ah, okay. I see. So it's easier for others to be a jerk, maybe because it's like their default setting. Whereas I don't have that default setting checked. I missed that patch update. Jerk mode was not enabled for some reason. I do like it though. It's one of those things that's like, I am not so much good at the self-protection, I guess, is the way that works out. Because I'm not generally a jerk in my own time. I'll think of it later, like hours later. I'll think of something I should have said. I was like, oh, damn. I should have said that. But now it's too late. So mostly I just freeze up. I had to tell my boss when I first got my job, I'm like, so I'm gonna prepare you for this. I am paranoid about everything. I will be paranoid about my performance. I will be paranoid about how, like, what you guys think of me and how it works. So just tell me everything all the time. Ah, okay. Hold on. Let me check. I'm curious. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong profile. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I have 2 profiles. Mwahaha. No, actually I just have 2. I have profiles for the one that Teddy talks to me on so I don't forget. Ah! Okay. I see. Ooh, that's cool. Hold on. I like it. And yes, you are a sassy wizard because that takes some skill points. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Might be able to show you. Yeah, you can do it. Haha. See? It's cool. It's good. I like it. Okay. Hide you. Goodbye. Neat. Yes, I did just pull that up full screen, but it deserved to be full screen. Impressive artwork. It deserves full screening. Boothra makes things for music festival people that glow in the dark and are adorably sussy. But I was showing off someone else's artwork. Good night, Halfab. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping by, especially since it's 2 in the morning. Our space wizard friend makes things for music festivals as a side gig. And that was a stretchy, glow-in-the-dark chainmail bralette, basically. Let me show it again. See? So, I'll even put myself over so you can still see me. Haha! So, yes, this is our chainmail bodice in green. So, the glow-in-the-dark green, very cool. I will refrain from showing it in action, just because it's early. Well, yes, I would think so. Like, you can make things even more sus if you really want to. It's pretty easy. Chainmail is fashion. And artwork. And skill. Because it is not easy to do. I tried once. And, like, almost broke my fingers. It depends on the context, mostly. Like, chainmail can be fashioned for, I was doing a Viking. Shield maiden. See, little rings. Like that. Chainmail ends up all linked together like that. Oh, jeez. It depends. Honestly, surprisingly, no. Because everything, like, interlocks this way, it's surprisingly flat when you wear it. It can be, if it's proper chain, like, if it's metal chainmail, then it can be very cooling, but in general, it's very light. It can be really comfortable. Which is surprising. I know. For the texturally challenged, it can be weird. But yeah. I was curious as to how it was done. And Boothra was kind enough to show me. I see. Okay, I'll stop putting a bra on the screen now. Go back to the game. Because of the rubberized sort of ring shaped thing, it would be very soft to wear. But yeah, I know a lot about the sussy end of the world with, like, just out of mostly curiosity, because I just need to know things. So at one point, like, okay, so it's like, I know all of the Rule 34 stuff, mostly because when I heard that there was Rule 34, I needed to know. And now I'm like, okay, I know that now. See, this is the thing, though. It's not so much... Exactly. Well, no, so okay. So I went to Ren Fair when I was a teenager, and I met my first furry. Like, fursuit furry. And I didn't quite understand. But he made his own costume, and he was showing me, like, the paws and stuff, and it's impressive craftsmanship, even if I don't understand it. So then I started looking into things. I have a large portion of Rule 34 downloaded in my head. I'm not sure it's a good thing to have. But yes, I am an encyclopedia of weird information most of the time. And as a person, I just really like to know. It's not even like, oh, you know, I need to try this, or oh, like this really appeals to me. It's mostly just, oh, okay, so that's how that works for them. Like I had to learn. See, this is one of those traumatizing things. It's like when I had to learn about vor. So I'm like, okay, that's what y'all are into. I understand. Not me. Not my thing. But if you like it, okay. But I know that now. And in my head, I'm like, what am I going to do with this information? Like, why is this here? Well, I'm only a hamster, so I can only contain so much. Yeah, that's one of those that's worthy of deletion. Where you're kind of like, like, can I just get rid of this? Can I just, like, selectively just go, nah, I'm good. But no, I can't. It's just in my head. Duh. I can't even talk this morning. Exactly. I accept all knowledge while moving through, but some of it we're gonna be like, okay, we know that now, thanks, bye. Never bring it up again. Like, never bring that up again. But thank you for telling me what it is. And then with the internet, of course, it's like so much harder to do that, because when I was a kid it was easy. I just hear a new thing and I just go off on a little tangent and it'd be fine. But the internet has grown so much vaster now. So much space. Yes! Cyanide-ish. But yes. Yeah! Exactly. Apple seeds, you can also use, raisin? I think is how you say it. And some flowers. Yeah, this makes me weird, right? Morbid and creepifying's fine, so long as it's quiet. It might be the case. I am a catalog of useless information. I have been forever. My mother used to refer to me as faster than Google most of the time. So she would call me. Yes, they are. Nightshade. My mom used to call me, and I spoke mom in addition because Google doesn't speak mom. I don't know if you're familiar with this language, but it's unique only to moms. And it's, do you remember the movie with the guy that was in that other movie that we watched together? No, in this instance, my mother meant Matthew McConaughey. Because what she meant was the movie she was talking about earlier was Magic Mike, because she saw it on the plane. And she was trying to remember. We saw in a movie theater, my mom and I went to go see How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which is a Matthew McConaughey movie. And that's the movie that she was referring to, the guy from the movie. So what I had to determine was what movie she was talking about initially and then extrapolate backwards. But yes, I do that a lot. My family's good at that. Oddly enough, my nephew told my sister at one point, he got a box of macaroni and cheese, Star Wars mac and cheese, because he likes Star Wars. That would be my fault. And he couldn't identify one of the macaronis in the box. And my sister was trying to look it up. And he just got all frustrated and went, just email Svetsie, she'll know. Was Yoda. The other one they didn't know was an X-Wing fighter. But yeah, I'm that person. Makes people nuts sometimes. Because they'll sit there and I will let them struggle. Because I don't want to kill the conversation by just answering the question, you know? It's... You let them struggle for a little bit trying to fight through it. And then finally someone out of frustration looks at me and goes, "What is it?" And I'm like, "Oh. Yeah." They're like, "You knew that the whole time?" I was like, "Yeah. I was trying to, you know, be nice." I let them suffer a little bit because it's fun. This is my method of entertaining myself. This now also means, though, that Teddy's whole family calls me instead of him for, like, everything. It is. It's entertaining to me to know that they don't know this. Because to me, it seems like base knowledge. Most of the time. But I probably learned it so long ago that I've just forgotten. Can't remember last Thursday. I can remember the 4th President of the United States. I keep putting my drink in front of my iPhone. My people, I have found home. Yes, you will never be judged for random fact knowledge here. If anything, I will be appreciative, because if I don't know it, I want to know. Okay. This is the way. Yes. Yes. By the way, my dog looks like Baby Yoda. And yes, I know he has a name. I don't like it, which is why I call him Baby Yoda. I did like The Mandalorian a lot, though. I know, it's like unpopular, but I did. Same way I can remember King Tut's full name and how he died, and I won't remember the person's name. I just meant, oh, yes! Obscure fact from hundreds of years ago. Yes. What was that guy we just talked to? I don't know. I don't know who he is. Why are you asking me? It's like my brain instantly deletes anything I don't consider to be interesting. We used to play, I used to work in, okay, so I'm going to date myself as far as age is concerned to a certain extent. But not far, it's fine. So, my town was a little backwards, which means we had a video store longer than most people had a video store. And in the video store, we obviously had categories and places that we would go do things. And, I have to look it up. You're right. Wait, hold on. Ah, right. The result, the inbred jaw. Yeah. Yeah. I knew the term, Buther, as soon as you said it. I'm like, oh, I've read this. I know I've read this. Basically, yes. And so we had category spots, and I would make people like go into different category aisles and give me like an actor, and by the actor and the area, I could probably determine the movie. Because I liked movies. But yes. I remember. It's the job. So I guess I'm never going to find that I have royal blood because I have a very weak chin. But yes. Right. Exactly. I have a catalog of information in my head, and all of it's useless. Though it does add for one known marketable skill. And that is, I can search the internet better than anybody. Because if I don't know it, but I seem to have some sort of vague recollection of it, I can find it. This in my particular like day gig is a good thing. Yes, my Google foo is very strong. People ask me all the time, is this possible? I'm like, I don't know, but I'll find out. It is a skill, though, because the people that don't have it, like, search the internet like crazy people. You know? And they're just like, why? Why are you looking for this way? This makes no sense. Exactly! It's like, okay, so, I look at most people like, I used to watch Bob's Burgers a lot, and Linda, when she was looking up search terms on the internet, she throws in like turquoise jewelry at the end. And you're like, why turquoise jewelry? Because I like turquoise jewelry. It's like, well, that doesn't belong in what you're looking for now. Neurodivergency helps. Helps with a lot of things, surprisingly. It's one of those things where you think about it and you are initially just sort of crushed by like your ADHD because your brain organizes things differently than other people. But you can make it work for you if you know how to navigate it. That's the tricky bit. That's the part that gets people tripped up quite regularly. Is if you don't know how to do it, or you're not comfortable in your own head so that you can take the time to figure it out, you'll struggle. Like, real hard. That's not a fun struggle either. That's just like a absolute nightmare struggle. It's not a good time. Like this game. I have played so much of this game, I know what most of these power-ups do. Most of them. And I remember most of them. But I also have very clear preferences because I remember most of them. So I don't... Most people don't factor into my decision-making process when I do this. It's like, nope, I know what I'm doing, I'm fine. I like being a catalog of information though, because it gives you all kinds of neat things to say. Really just a blank space. It's just press something. Ah! You can do the lucid dream thing! I don't remember mine. Honestly, the only ones I remember are bad. And, yeah, so that's some skill points there too, because if you can do that, that's impressive. I wish I could. That would have been great, because I could at least catalog some of this nightmare that's between my ears. It's either that or, you know, the other skill I wish I had is the ability to go in the nothing box. I don't have a nothing box. It could be because I'm female. It could be because I'm, you know, just high strung. But I don't have one of those, and I really wish I did some days. Because you could just go in there and just be done. But I don't have that. I'm always rolling. Always on. One way or the other. But I would rather be busy than bored, because bored is pain. Like, okay, so I was talking about it. I streamed yesterday because it was supposed to be my day off, but my work doesn't have the attention span to do that. But I would take a busy day over a boring day anytime. And if it's gonna be that boring, I would almost rather you let me go so I can go do something else so that I'm not bored out of my mind. But the worst part is having to be bored and be, like, sitting there and available. You know? Or those days where you try to work on a different project and everything just keeps dramatically interrupting you as soon as you get started. So you never get anything done. It makes me nuts. I don't have that, I just organize the data streams. Okay, now I'm thinking about that Next Generation episode with Data sitting on the floor where everybody's drunk and he's got to put the little cards back in the slots, and if you know what I'm talking about, we are best friends now. Yes. When you can talk to somebody, it helps. That's part of the reason for doing this, is because I can talk to you guys. Yes! Happy little life forms. That's okay. That's okay. We don't have to be best friend status yet. It's a Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation episode. Really early, like first or second season, I think. Surprisingly, after just doing that, I was never much of a Trekkie, but that one just sort of has a special place for me. Because Data was the first person I saw on TV as a child that reminded me of myself. It is. But Data was the first person I saw on TV that reminded me of myself, because I honestly was very confused by people quite regularly. I can see that too. That would make sense. Because Doctor Who also had that effect, where you feel like you're out of step, but you're also the smartest person in the room, you know? It is true, he really is. It's funny. Like, all the knowledge in the world and none of the practical application. You know? It's like you understand, but you don't understand. All at the same time. Doctor Who I loved because of the fact that he was genuinely, completely sideways and the smartest person in the room. Yeah, gee, I wonder why Captain Jack Harkness is your level. Don't flirt. I was just saying hi. Don't flirt. Add the, 21st century limber with your affection for the monster lover enjoyer moments. And yes, there you are. We see you. Mm. I don't have an OC in Doctor Who directly. Like, I don't have a legitimate comparison. If you choose to make one, that's on you. But that would be funny. Mostly because, like, there are... Okay. So... Yes. So, Martha... Okay. There's a chronology issue. I have to be able to speak to do this correctly. Hold on. So, in order of companion preferences, I have to go with Amy is probably my favorite, mostly because she's funny, and there's a lot going on there that I enjoy, but Matt Smith is probably my favorite. However, second would be Rose with 10, not 9. I do feel they matched each other beautifully, and I'm sorry, I destroyed a son to say goodbye to you. Probably made me cry like a giant girl. And then, Donna. Mostly because Donna was also funny. Agreed. Obviously, Christopher Eccleston has definitely some win points. Just this once, Rose. Everybody lives. And Capaldi has his too, but he's a little more salty. Oh, Vuther, are you an Eccleston fan, or are you going back further than 9? Yes, Donna's dad is the saddest moment in history. Donna has to forget being the doctor, but his dad remembers everything. And at the end of that, and the freaking poisoning, I started crying when 10 started yelling. And just kept crying all the way through the change. And I paused it the first time I ever saw it, and I looked at my friend at the time, and I said, if he changes on screen, the BBC hates their audience. Exactly. Well, it's not fair. I felt that to my freaking core as a person. And I don't want to go as let's just twist the knife in the other direction and see if it feels better that way. I got a cease and desist for making a crochet pattern of an adipose. Oh, it's not fair. I felt to the depths of my soul, because I am that person. I am the person that, honestly, if it's a choice between you or me, it's gonna be me. And Teddy obviously makes me trump that choice, because he will physically put me in a hamster ball and make it so I cannot choose. But under normal circumstances, I am that self-sacrificer. And honestly, there are points in time when it sucks so bad and you want to say something, but you know damn well you did it to yourself by being the self-sacrificer in the first place. You know? You put yourself in this position and you're like, dude, what the hell? Like, why? Why do I do this to myself? Why can't I be a dick? Why can't I just be like, nah, dude, you're on your own? No. I do it anyway. And here we go. And I can't even complain because I agreed. Just like, why? I felt that so strong. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. The War Doctor was awesome, by the way. Just, like, start to finish, I was the happiest person in the world. I was just bouncing the whole time. As you can see, when I talk about things I like, I tend to do this. Ignore it. It's a happy motion, it's fine. I just happened to look up and notice, oh my god, my model's swaying. Like, what are you doing? But when I talk about things I like, I do this. This is the best way to tell if I'm having a good time. That goes back to Princess Bride vibes for me, you know? It's to the pain. Leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever. I think it's like the worst thing you could say. I leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever. Exactly. And that is what to the pain means. I will tell you the one thing I do actually quote pretty much every day, and that's life is pain, highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Every single day. It's come out at least once. But no, I'm sorry, I derailed from Doctor Who because it went the same place. Both of them have the same kind of love in my head. Like, okay. So, I didn't have a DVD player. My parents were cheap. So, I had the hand-me-down VCR from the like 3 houses before I even existed sometimes. Despite everything you've done, eventually they will hate you, why bother? Yes. Yes. You see yourself, what is it? Blah, blah, blah. It's Two Faces line. You die a hero, or live long enough to make yourself see yourself as the villain. Close. Not quite right, but close. You got my point, hopefully. But yeah, they stick with you. Because it is a choice. And it's sometimes like, I feel like it's in my DNA. Like, it's in my programming. Where I don't have a choice for this choice. Like, there is one clear right answer. And I have to take that one out of sheer, like, compulsion. Yes, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yes, thank you. Because I am a nice person that has been constantly exploited. Teddy has to remind me periodically. It's like, you know I'm gonna be nice. You know I can't help it. You know that if you give me this choice, I'm gonna do it, even if it sucks. Would you still make me do it? Like, why? Because I am... There are very few, and I honestly think that a lot of people were nice at one point and have just been pushed too far. But that's no reason not to be nice anymore. Because that's also a choice. You don't have to be like me. But again, this is one hamster's opinion. Just trying to make the world better. Watch your Doctor Who, you'll learn something. You're weird? We're all weird. I'd rather be weird than normal. Normal's boring as hell. Exactly. You can be more. Be better. Which is the nicer way of saying get good. Skill issue. Hold on one sec. Wait, what? Sorry, background noise went to a weird place for a second. I heard something I shouldn't have heard. Exactly. See, this is why I say these things, though. It's like, I feel like that doesn't help, right? Like, you want to tell somebody how to do better, but you just tell them just do better. It's like, no, but there's more to it than that, right? It's like, there's a direction there somewhere. Hopefully. It did. It completely did. No, Doctor Who is responsible for some of the greatest joys and worst pain I've ever experienced by watching a TV show. There are some episodes in there that I do not watch, honestly. Okay, so the Scribble Monster. Does anyone else remember the Scribble Monster? And it was right. The Olympic torch was part of that storyline, but it was like the girl's nightmares in her head. I don't know why, but this episode is like my instant moment of I need to go get a snack or something. Like, we'll be watching and we'll watch in order. And by the time we get here, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner. I don't know why. I've only seen it once and I never seem to sit through it again. Exactly. It's not that, and I don't think it's collectively like a bad episode. It's just, it didn't grab me the way that I wanted it to. Like, I didn't have my attention, so I didn't care. And then there are some in there that are like just dead set winners regardless. Yeah. Exactly. It's just like, okay, we're here. I'm here, I guess. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna play with my phone for a while. And then there are some, it's like, oh my god, it's 2 a.m, but this is on, I can't go to bed. You know? It's like two different sides of the same thing. And I do think that the good episodes definitely outweigh the bad ones. There are just a couple in there. I should remember my name. So bad at it. Names are my one failing in life, I swear. Well, that and I live here, so you say The Wire, my brain does something else. Yes. This is the little Bakelite TV lady. Yeah. People have no face. Very creepy. Creepier than Are You My Mummy? Most definitely. In my opinion. But I watched a lot of TV. The reason why everybody remembers Are You My Mummy is not because of that. Because of Jack. Sorry. Frog in my throat. I also really love that like 50s style thing. Always have that vintage thing. It's just always super neat. Bakelite is a fascinating substance. Not a phrase I expected to say this morning. What's the other one? Martha's introductory episode with the hospital was also really cool. I like that one a lot too. Martha's responsible for the Shakespeare one too. Excuse me, what the heck was that? I think I need more water. Oh goodness. Have the neighbors started already? They have. No, I am not from Florida. Northern East Coast. I currently live near DC, which is why The Wire brings a different reference to my mind, because The Wire was filmed here. So, yeah. So that's kind of everyone's common knowledge of The Wire and, you know, Baltimore and DC area. No, they had to spread us out. It's too much knowledge in one place. Remember, if the world goes down, they need people like us. Because no one will remember how to do anything. Yeah, you see, I'm learning something. Like, nerddom is a secret thing now, even though it... Okay, so it's hard to find real nerds. Because nerddom has leaked into mainstream culture so readily that some people can know the reference and not the source and come off different. You know what I mean? It's like, you think you have a lot in common with somebody because you see them, like, with a Invader Zim t-shirt, and then you find out that they've only ever seen the new one that Netflix did. You know? It's like you don't have the back catalog of information to make the topic interesting, just a surface level understanding. This is where I struggle. Enter the Florpus. Yes, counts as new. Newer than, you know, the 90s. Oh no, wait, that counts as 2000s, I think? Ish? I'm bad with time. Boother's better with time. Time wizard. I'm a hamster. Still funny. Not as funny, in my mind. But then again, I was a fan before the thing even happened, so... Even octopus brain, they free him to the sea, which is probably my favorite part. My ink! No! Sorry. You don't want to know what happens. He's getting eaten by a shark! Yes, he did. I still marvel at the fact that Johnny the Homicidal Maniac's creator got a TV show on Nickelodeon for children. Excuse me. Oh my god. Just, oh my god. It's the germs. The germs that make him Howard Hughes. That's one. Exactly! It's like, did you not screen? Did you not know what you were getting into? I mean, come on. It was on the resume, man. Who didn't look? It was brilliant. I like don't even get me wrong. Like the biggest cover up of all time for me. It was absolutely amazing and so funny And I feel so bad for the voice actor that did Zim because all he did was scream for like 3 years straight. It's nice to see you again. Good luck in your information gathering endeavors. If you come back with anything interesting, I would appreciate it. No, Invader Zim is probably one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I had all the stuff too. Like anything that had Invader Zim on it, I needed. Which is a thing. Thank you. I'm going to go back shortly. I have to go to or be right back for a minute to get water, but I was talking about Invader Zim, so I got distracted. Oh, look, shiny. Gur is my spirit creature. I relate so much to the guidance ship episode. It's like, I loved it, you cupcake. I loved it, you. And oh, I left that at home. What? The guidey chippy thing. I have no sense of direction, so leaving the guidance ship at home just completely hits home for me. Okay, I'm gonna go to be right back for a minute so I can go to the bathroom and get some water. And I'll be back and we are gonna continue, hopefully. Or I'll get distracted again. We'll have to see. Find out in a few minutes. But you needed the sandwich to make room for the tuna. It's a tuna sandwich. It had to be kept safe. Alright, be right back. Wah! I'm back. My neighbors have started partying. Which, like I said before, my neighbors are party people. All of the families around us are like party people, and I wouldn't have a problem. Like, they're enjoyers of the outside. They pay for their house. They're perfectly welcome to do so. I am not, which is why I'm in the house. But the one problem that I have is their music selection. And it's just because through the walls, I only hear like dun 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 dun. I don't hear the lyrics, I don't hear any sort of other expression, just that. And I think all of the songs that they choose sound the same. Because they all have kind of the same dun 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 sort of sound. It's weird. Okay. Moving on. Gemini, hello. Hi, hello, how are ya? And you bomb, and that happened. Dun 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 dun. Ba dum bum bum bum. Ow! How dare you! Stop it! Stop it! Okay. There's one. Where's the other? Where's the other? Okay. Oh my god. Why is it so warm in here all of a sudden? What? So, I do talk on the phone a lot for my job, and I got called out the other day, which made me laugh. There is a particular 3-tone humming that I do quite regularly that I've noticed when I watch these types of things. When I start talking to myself, I hear it more frequently. And one of the people that I work with, she used to go, "Oh, you do that all the time." Like, oh, thanks for noticing that happens. That one. Like, oh great, now I'm easily identifiable. That's annoying. I don't like that. But it's okay. Itawai. Thank you. Monstro. That I will take. Because I would rather run the risk of being smooshed for no reason than... Hold on. Can I? Yes, I can. Let me get this little doodle out of the way. Don't hit me, spiky thing. Don't hit this either as well. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. This is like one of those things that you do just out of sheer lunacy. You're like, I don't have a bomb. I want the thing. Give me the thing. I'm gonna get the thing, one way or the other, because I have nothing but time. Yes. Ah! Good morning, Scoops. Hello! I am torturing myself by playing a game that I have large amounts of time on Xbox and little to none here, so that I can just continue to torture myself. Hopefully you had a good night. Last night was fun. Watched Luther and Candy play Phasmophobia. Mostly watched Candy die, which not always is funny, but funny. Okay. Just talking that my neighbors have started partying a little early today. They're very much like outdoor party people. I'm very much not an outdoor party person, so that's okay. But through the walls, you only hear the bass line of certain songs, so all of their music kind of ends up sounding the same. I'm sure that it's different, like, if you were to hear it proper, but I just hear the dun 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 bass line through my wall. So it gets to be monotonous quickly. Ah, nice. I was also saying that today I am shirking my adult responsibilities because honestly I should go to the grocery store, and I decided I'm gonna stream Binding of Isaac instead. I'll go later, it's fine. I mostly was just like, no, it's fine. Grocery store's probably too busy anyway right now. I don't feel like peopling that hard. The one advantage of my neighbors partying is that I will probably be gifted really good food later today. They always make too much. And the mom over there, she's for some reason always concerned about me. Although, unfortunately, I did get sick. I got shingles at one point, and I got them on my face, which was embarrassing and horrifying. But unfortunately, the neighbors thought that I had gotten beat up. Like, because they didn't understand. My neighbors don't really speak English very well. And so when I tried to explain that I was sick, rather than like I didn't get beaten, I'm not sure it came through correctly because my Spanish is non-existent. And so I think they think that Teddy hit me or something, but it's not true. Obviously, everything's fine. But yeah, so they thought I was like a battered spouse or something. So now they've become more concerned about me, which honestly just weirds me out because I'm just like, no, don't pay attention to me. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. It's cool. Okay, thanks. Bye. I don't have a key. Shocking people with my internet search abilities today. But not my ability to stay alive in this game. Jeebus. I'm gonna make bread later. That'll be fun. I've been making my own sourdough starter for a while. Revenge! Good morning! How are you? I'm torturing myself. It's nice to see you. I was continuing my Tarkov education yesterday. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Ah! Listen. Listen. Stop that. Haha. So, I've played this game a lot on the Xbox. I haven't played it on the computer very often, which is why I have played so much of it that I know what I'm doing, and so little that it's helpful. Yes, it's that whole, like, I'm just gonna punish myself today. It's like, it's not... And it's funny to me because I do enjoy it on some level, but it can be absolutely infuriating. And it's just, like, I'm mad at the game. I am not mad at, like, the experience of playing this game, because I would choose this game, like, all the time. But when it sucks, it sucks. Like, it's painfully punishing when it's bad. Like, when you get a bad run, it's a bad run. There is no nice at all. And I assume, honestly, that Tarkov probably plays the same way. Like, on one hand, it's great when you can win it. It's on the other hand, it sucks epically when you just, you know from the start it's gonna suck. You're just like, nope. We got no loot and 5 million enemies. We're boned. We're boned, guys. Okay, stop walking in things. Good grief. Only have one thing you have to do. That's walk correctly. I would be so dead in games with proximity chat. Because honestly, I talk to myself so much that I would instantly be discovered. I would just be dead. There would be no saving me. This is why I'm a liability. These are the reasons that I will inevitably be a burden in the zombie apocalypse. But I would be brilliant at looting. Scavenge points 10, survival points -5. Revenge, it's funny, I think we lurk in each other's environments. I find it amusing. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I'll take that. No more keys. Ay, 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 ay. Ah! Go away! Do not bite me! It is! It's nice to kind of go, oh, hi, I know you! And yes, it is Svetsie. You did say it correctly. I obviously couldn't talk that way to like, explain myself, but yes. I know it's a weird one. No, I've just been like peripherally like observing in a friendly non-stalker-esque way. I mean it in the extension of friendship, I promise. Some people always get confused. They're like, oh, this person's following me. Why would they follow me? They're not quite the same thing. But honestly, it's just interesting. And like I said, Teddy plays Tarkov, and I really do want to understand. But my brain can't get my head around it quite right. So when I saw that not only were you in Opals, but you were playing Tarkov, I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe I could figure this out that way. So, hi. That being said, I would stick around if you played something else too, so you're fine. I always like to addend the statement of like, I promise I'm actually not like being weird stalker person. Because the last thing I want to be is that, you know? You like don't want to be that person like, oh my god, she's back again, like why? You know? You try to avoid being that person at the party. And mostly I'm like a serial lurker in most streams. I've only recently, like very, very recently, started actually talking in streams, because most of the time, if I'm watching a stream, it's normally not on my computer. I actually watch it on the Fire TV in our living room. And you then have to do chat with your phone, and that's just tedious. So I tend to just not talk. But I also realized, especially lately when I started doing the streaming thing myself, that while obviously lurkers are important, sometimes it's just nice to let you know that you're there, you know? Like, oh, hi! I stopped in to say hey. So I've started pushing myself to talk a little bit more in chat and stuff. So, if I get annoying, please tell me. I don't have restrictions quite the same way as normal people, so I don't remember. Or you could just block me, that's easy too. The block button exists for reasons. Ah! Nice. That goes for actually everybody. If I get annoying, please tell me. I know it's not like the thing you want to say to the internet, please tell me when I'm irritating, but please tell me when I'm irritating, because honestly, I don't know. And the part that's truly funny about not knowing that is it's because I'm in an environment that I actually enjoy, so I tend to go like long form off on the whole I'm really happy to be here and I just really want to talk about all this stuff thing. And I know that a lot of people are not here for that sort of situation. Like, I just want to watch them play the game. I just want to see the cute model. I'm not exactly interested in hearing your whole life story about why you love video games. You know? And I tend to just sort of talk. I'm also easily distracted though, so the option of changing the subject is pretty easy. One of my favorite things to say is, I have an excellent idea, let's change the subject. When things get weird. Like, okay, we're done with that now, bye! I have never been a fan of the remote power-ups, just because I just don't like teleporting other places on the map if I don't need to. But we're gonna do it. But that's theirs. Ow. Don't jump on me. That was rude. That was rude, Monstro. How dare you? How dare you? Excuse you. After this, I need to actually take a drink. I filled my water. I just didn't drink any of it. It's 1:30. Oh no, that's fine. I understand completely. Like I was saying before, it's just one of those things that, like, I have always used streamers as like background noise. Or like the funnier part is like when I talk to I'll talk to the TV like y'all can hear me. This is my method of interacting that no one understands. But no, I've honestly, I listen at work because it keeps me company. I work in an office by myself. I tend to listen at home because I like pleasing voices and it's nice to have the background noise. And our living room is kind of super stacked up in a way that's really fun, where I have my TV and my Xbox, and Teddy has his TV and his Xbox and his PS5, and then we have another screen above the fireplace that we typically leave like a stream or a movie or something on. So we can individually play our games in the same room, but, you know, like, be together but do our own thing, which is nice. And then the computer room, we have a two-person desk. So I have my side, he has his side. We have more screens than people in my house. So I normally put you guys are normally on my center TV if I'm watching. Or on my iPad if I actually want to talk. Because then you're in front of me and I can actually speak if I need to. But most of the time, I just like listening. I just like kind of being around. It's nice. And like I said, Revenge, you were teaching me Tarkov stuff so that I can effectively communicate. correctly. At least have an understanding of the game, because honestly, I get wrecked so easy in games like that. I can't learn to play them myself without some sort of like interaction, because if I don't know how to protect myself in the first 5 seconds, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm not making it. And Vuthra you've been vicariously filling my Hawkeye Star Rail moment, because I don't trust myself with gacha. I'm a collector by nature. I like to collect things. I like complete sets of things. So games like that are always hard for me, because I will want all of the set and I am impatient. My mother used to say, you know, she'd give me crap for being impatient. She'd be like, patience is a virtue. And I would answer, one I do not possess. Listen. Okay, so, real life fear. I am terrified of leeches. Just completely. Like, the idea of leeches, the presentation of leeches, the actual, like, existence of leeches, all of this upsets me. I got one on me as a kid and just, like, lost my mind. Wee little Svetsie mind, totally gone. Won't swim in fresh water. Because of all of these things. Yeah, Teddy lucked out and got the gamer girlfriend, which was funny. Because I went, oh yeah, we can do that. We just like to exist in each other's space. Makes it easier. Because we definitely don't play the same things. Like, as far as even just games that appeal to me versus games that appeal to him. I am drawn to cuteness, but slightly off-center weirdness. I'm also drawn to survival-type games, base-building kind of things. What Teddy affectionately refers to as nesting games, where you eventually build a base and things like that. Things like Don't Starve. I had a big Minecraft problem at one point. I will never stream Minecraft unless it's completely requested and someone wants to do it with me, because honestly, I do not wish to appeal to the ADHD children of the world, but I can say that from a soothing, like, personal standpoint, Minecraft can be really nice. Teddy finds all of these games boring as hell because there are no objectives, really. Like, there's never anything expressed that you have to do. You can do what you want. Which he doesn't like that way. So that's why our gaming is fun that way. Which is why, like, Demonologist was one that he was really very willing to play with me. The problem is that doing it as a two-person thing and we know all the tricks is not as much fun as getting other people in that don't know things. But I'm under level 10, so I don't have the second mission unlocked yet. So I need Demonologist assistance if anyone is looking. However, but those types of games, yeah, where you build a base or you have an objective like that, it's too open-ended for him. He doesn't quite get it, and that's what I like to do. So we don't play the same things normally. But it's nice to be in the same area to kind of like go, and I can see like what he's doing. Like if he's playing PUBG, I can cheer him on, you know? If he's, or playing Tarkov or whatever, I can cheer him on for that. If he's playing, what was the other one he was playing? He's playing Back 4 Blood recently. And a couple others. But the other ones are like games that I typically don't play well, like say the Assassin's Creed games. He can play them and I can watch and still experience it because I'm actually a part of like being there because we talk about it, so we're in the same room. So we experience games together, which is really nice, honestly. And something that if ever my situation were to change would be an absolute requirement for me. That being said, if my solution ever changes, I'm gonna be a crazy dog lady that lives in the woods. When I move, Boother, you may have like a neighbor that lives out in the middle of the sticks. I'm gonna move to Canada, like up in the Great North somewhere, and just hide. I have a, shortly after Teddy and I got together, I went and got a tattoo for my birthday. I have 13 tattoos in total, but none of them are exceptionally large, and all of them are mostly hidden. But this one was like the epic nerd tattoo. It was the first nerd tattoo I ever got. And the tattoo is from an anime. And it's so silly. Okay, so it's from Svetsie. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it. So I have a mark, basically, on the back of my neck. Where is? I'll show you guys real quick because I can. Hang on a minute. I'll click for a second. So, if I go here, this is what y'all are listening to, but, so this is the show in question, which is, this is Musubi, whom I love. Yeah. So, the symbol that she has on her back, the one that you get when you actually meet your Ashikabi, is the one that I have tattooed on my back. Like right in the same spot on the back of my neck. Let's see if I can find it. Image is always scary with Musubi because she likes to lose her clothes when fighting. Yeah. But this was like one of my first anime experiences that I really, really loved. And then of course everybody thought I was super freaking weird because the mechanics of the anime are just silly. But I liked it. And this started the waifu love, the like waifu obsession. So yeah, I'll back to my game now. I had to share. Makes more sense. Okay. What is it? Where is? Yeah. Okay. So it's actually this. Yay! Nice. This. In pink specifically. Looks like this one. Down here at the bottom. So yeah. Back. Yeah. So this one down at the bottom here, the pink one, is actually what I have. So I have this tattooed on like the base part of my neck. And it was interesting getting done because it made my brain vibrate. But I've only ever had somebody notice it once that knew what it was. But the goofy story behind it is the fact that so Teddy came to visit me for my birthday. It was the first time that we actually got to meet in person. We were friends for 2 years first. And we got together and we did the long distance thing for like an online relationship for a while, and then he came to visit me and stayed for like a month. And so I got that for my birthday when he came to visit because I knew he was the perfect person for me. And you can't get somebody's name tattooed on you because it's creepy. Just saying. Even your waifu, because it could be they take the storyline the wrong direction. You find out she's secretly like 14. Whole host of issues come with that when you screw up. Oh, so Revenge, you said you have anime ink too. Which anime? I'm curious now. I have a peripheral knowledge of anime, like a lot more mainstream stuff, and some weird older stuff. But I always like learning about new ones. Never. I just showed you Seki Ray. There's no judgments. I also know people with like an Animal Crossing tattoo. You're safe here, you're fine. Nice, actually. I have to say that both Tokyo Ghoul and Attack on Titan, the art style is really awesome. Even if like I was perfectly happy with both of them, but even if it's like not your scene like anime style, it's gorgeously done regardless. So I would definitely appreciate art from that even if I wasn't a fan. So no, you're good. You made a good choice, nice and solid. See, you shouldn't be worried about stuff like that. You're fine. I'm one of those people that tattoos don't really hurt. They just feel weirdly itchy. Oh, nice, nice. Very nice. That's very cool. I'm sorry, I just noticed something that I had to look at. This is where life is weird. I just noticed these little guys right here on the door. I have never seen them before. Played this game like hundreds of times. Never noticed. No, I actually really like tattoos. My mom was like against them at one point. She's like, you don't ever get tattoos. Don't do that. Like, why would you put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? Power Bros, hey! How are you? Like, why would you do that? And I was just kind of like, you know what? I am an artist at heart. I'm gonna probably put pictures on me. I put pictures on everything else I own. Why would I not? Like, part of me really loves it. We're playing Binding of Issac at the moment, and mostly I'm just getting my butt kicked because this is what I do in this game. So it's mostly an excuse for me to talk to people and make weird noises. So, welcome!
The world.
I have 3 keys. All of those require more than that. Okay, why not? Why not? Why not? Boop. I will take that. Thank you. Dolly's a good power-up. Range and shot speed, always good. In this instance especially. So what's everybody up to for their Saturday? I am curious if you are lurking and working on stuff. You can answer me whenever. I personally, for those that have missed it or weren't here before, I am shirking my adult responsibilities and opting to play video games instead of go to the grocery store like I should. I will go later. I promise I won't starve. Everything will be fine. I just didn't feel like peopling outwardly today. Sadly, my budget will not permit me to order Instacart yet again. Due to my inability to face humans. Never gamble as much as I do in this game. It's like the worst choice, but I can't help myself. Damn it. La la la. Just looking into other games to play recently. I can't decide which direction I want to go. Which is why we're playing Binding of Issac again. Because Undermine is a fun game. It really is, and I probably would love to play more Undermine. Unfortunately, I get easily distracted. Especially with new stuff. So, it turns into the, like, oh, I'm just gonna talk and do, like, maybe 3 runs of this game. Because I am just not paying attention to anything. Cleaning out the game consoles! And streaming. Do you stream retro, or do you just stream other games, like normal games? Like, regular PC games like other folks? Because I'm curious. We are retro game enjoyers. I want to get a good CRT. Like, I haven't found one yet, and probably when we move from this house to the next house that we're gonna get, I'll have like a retro games room, I think is what I'm aiming for. I mean, bear in mind, I'm the type of person that, there's a dining room in our house. Unfortunately, we don't use it as a dining room ever. And so what we did was we actually turned it into our computer room instead, because we don't have a reason to have a dining room. We don't generally have company. So it works out for us especially well. But I would do the same thing in another house, and I would love to go get like a bunch of bookshelves and just sort of surround the room, and then get set up the old game consoles and the CRT so that we could play them the way they should be. That'd be fun. So, it's one of those objective things that you're supposed to have as an adult, right? You're supposed to plan for things in your future, I think. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm just winging this. Somehow. Somehow, I, by magic, have survived to this point in my existence, and honestly, there are certain points I have no idea how that happened. Because I should have been- I'm so dumb sometimes. It's just like, oh my god, how in the world did you not die? Like, how did you not die? I don't even understand. Anybody else put in that situation, dice rolls probably would have fallen, you would have died. But no, I live. I'm here sheerly by accident. Motivationally speaking. Yeah. You ever have that? Like, as you get older, your brain sort of thinks that, like, you still feel the same way you did when you were younger. You just happen to know a bit more, but your decision-making process is still the same. A variety of people with learning disabilities can become streamers. Oh, nice! We're big Dark Souls fans here. Very much so. That was actually one of my rites of passage for Teddy and I, was that we had to play a Dark Souls game. So I have beaten Dark Souls 1 by myself, which was impressive. And we did start playing Dark Souls 2. We just got distracted, which happens a lot. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you know, just because your brain works a little different doesn't mean you can't figure out how to work within the confines of what you're given. But that takes, you know, time and knowing what your strengths are in that whole situation. I mean, I'm a little different in my own right, and I'm good at certain things and really, really bad at others, but I try to sell my strengths a little better, you know? And try to learn from my weaknesses in a way to make them strengths again. But yeah, I believe you can do it. Like, most definitely. There is no reason why you can't. At all. So, okay. I was talking earlier about, like, cozy games that I find fun to do, that are obviously not stream games, for me, and Minecraft is one of those, but what's Terraria like? Because I've never actually gotten the opportunity to play Terraria. I've watched it to a certain extent, so it feels like tinier, darker Minecraft, but with more direction. Does that make sense? But by all means, please, like, I can talk about Terraria because I've never played and I'd be interested to hear your opinion. Especially if you do play for people. Because obviously that's one of those that definitely appeals. And it's been one that's been on my list for a while. When I was a kid, my dad didn't always think that, like, pursuit of technology was a good use of my time. I guess, comment was I'm too smart to waste my time on video games, which, honestly, I feel sometimes I've learned more from video games than I ever learned from other stuff. So, we didn't have a lot of, like, console access when I was a kid. So I only had, like, a baseline Nintendo originally, and, an N64, and I got a GameCube at one point. Because those were the brands my father knew. So I didn't have an Xbox until I was, like, in my 20s. When I could actually buy it myself. I really do love retro games, though. Like, there is, of course, a nostalgic quality to retro stuff that comes with it. Like, you have to look at it back when it was, you know, impressive. You have to give it that nostalgia glasses moment, but in general, there are some rather significant stories that are told in a wholly different way with the older games. Like, storytelling now has changed, obviously. It's evolved into what it is now, but there are definitely some older games with some stories that will absolutely crush you. Final Fantasy, very, very true to that. Sorry. Ah! Nope. No, I will not be killed by you, stupid mask face. No. Mask of Infamy is my least favorite boss. This is like the tiny version of him. Ah! This game is so messed up. I love it. It's so messed up. Been very fond of the messed up games recently. Normally, Saturday is stream day, and we, like, get takeout dinner, and watch streamers and stuff today. I can't decide which way I want it to be today. If I'm going to do that or if I'm going to make something. Making things, if I choose to make something, it's generally more fun. Like we can make it together or something, but I enjoy making things, obviously. Whoops. I picked the thing I should have picked up. No! It's okay, I'm not dead. No, 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 no. Negative. Do not. Oh, I'm so done. I am so dead.
Lock down.
This is going to end badly. We're going on the pessimistic route. Yep. Yep. We definitely decided. Whee! Hold up. See, no. I don't need that. Ah, okay. Moving on. Moving on. Ah! You're required to make the death noise. Stretch. Okay. That's better. I'll try one more time. And then I will probably go make lunch. So, depending on how this run goes, depends on if I'm happy or not about my lunch. Might need a peanut butter and jelly to calm my spirit after this. After watching myself fail for 2 hours. 2.5 hours now? Oh no, almost 3. It's worse. The only successful run I had was this morning. Like the first one. The very first one. This game lulls you into this false sense of security where it's like, oh, no, this is gonna be okay. You did relatively well this first run. It'll be fine. Nope. 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 It then just beats you to death every time after that. I really like Souls games. I do. I don't know why the punishing factor of them appeals to me, but it does. Please understand, these are games that I will not stream unless specifically requested. Mostly because I am the type of person that I do get really angry at them. I love them, I hate them, all at the same time. And it's one of those where, especially if I have a particularly painful loss or particularly punishing loss, I do have to step away from it. And I will not touch it for the rest of the night. I was playing a game I truly loved the other day, and I got a run of bad luck that just took me to a place where I'm just like, you know what? You know what? You know what? Screw this game. Screw this game! Over it. I'm over it. And I did not pick it back up again, and I haven't yet. It's like in the punishment drawer for right now, where it just lives until I'm decided that it's okay to try to play it again, and I've forgotten how much pain it caused me. I'm sure everybody has those. Everybody has those games that are just like, oh my god, like, I played this game and it's horrible, and I can't. And, you know, it's funny, because I've talked before about my obsessive love of FNAF and how I can't play it because it makes me stressed out to a point where I think I'm gonna die. And how I make Teddy play them for me. And these games for him are like rage-inducing. They are maddening in their methodology. And so he can only play like a couple rounds at a time before he gets so mad he has to step away from it. So we've been playing the same game for like ever. Me, it just causes so much stress. I feel like I'm actually gonna have some sort of like episode. It's not scary though. It's not fear directly. It's anticipation. It's tension. Different problem. Ah. Eat the baita. No, 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 no. I said no. Thank you. Okay. Boop. Ah. Will you kindly not do that? That would be preferable. Oh no! We might be ending here! No! No, no, no! Not like this! Not like this! I will not go out like this. That's okay, I probably will. It's alright. 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 We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? Boring conversation anyway. Thank you, Star Wars. No. I feel like... Actually, I'm starving. Like, I'm really hungry. I did not eat this morning before I started this process. I just sort of decided I was going to do this. Made a thumbnail and went from there. I did not put a whole lot of forward thought into like, oh yeah, you should do other things with your day. You should actually do the things you're supposed to do today. No. Nah. No way. But I think tonight will be takeout dinner. Maybe we will get Clark Burger. That would be nice. I need to go into my mother's recipe book and make a copy of enchiladas for Putra. I cannot forget, which is why I'm saying it now. So that when future me hears this, I will remember. Why are you a teleporty little bitch? Get out of here. Go home. Go home. Go. Go back to hell where you belong. Thank you. Oh no, you may lurk wherever you like. Nice to see you. Have a nice day. I understand. You can listen to me hum to myself. It's okay. I'm mostly just entertaining myself anyway. Yeah. No. Stop it. Stop it. Listen, spider. I've had enough of your sass. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I know you're lurking, but what you playing? Maybe something I can actually talk about. I mostly just talk to myself, so that part's okay. I'm used to that. I think that in the realms of things I should play next. I don't know if long former is good or short form is good. No. PhD. I see. We were discussing survival and farming games at one point earlier. I appreciate them. I find them very comforting. Very relaxing. Until, you know, they're not, and then you get frustrated and, like, blow up. Or, like, screw up. I was playing, well, thank you. It's actually, I have the game on Xbox as well, and I've played a lot of it on the Xbox because it's my favorite thing to do when sitting on the couch when I don't really want to do anything else. It's like the mindless game for me. So I figured that since I had it for PC but I hadn't played it, I should probably check it out over here and see how we do. So right now, we're trying to get our 3rd mom heart kill so that I can get to chest, and then I can do more from there. I have the definitive Binding of Issac luck, which is the first round I played, I did really well. And then every round after that has sucked and punished me. So, there's that. Sometimes the punishment is acceptable because you're expecting it, you know? Like, you knew what you signed up for. Binding of Issac, at least, like, well, RNG can screw you pretty hard. It doesn't always... It definitely doesn't feel unfair. You just know that RNG screws you. Ah! Well, it depends on what you mean by finish directly. There are several different ways to do that. There is, of course, like the beat mom's heart thing, which is the track we're kind of on at the moment. After that, you have chest. After that, or it depends. You can go to heaven or hell and then go to chest. And then, if you beat the Lamb of God in chest, dark chest specifically, you can actually loop again. You can go back around again. Which is like an intense thing to do. And I've only ever done it like twice. But I love games like this because honestly, it's just... I know what to expect, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, you can go to, you can go beat Isaac in heaven or you can go beat Satan in hell. And then if you collect, so if you get the angel rooms as you play, if you collect the key, so if you blow up the angel statues, you have to fight the angels, and then you can get the key. And when you get the key, you can actually go to beat Mega Satan. But there's like, I don't know, like 30 something endings, I think, altogether. But yeah, it's not bad. I've done it a couple times on the Xbox side of things. I also Hush is probably my least favorite. Hush is really hard. You can only get Hush. Yeah. If you beat Hush, which Hush you only get if you get Boss Rush, which is real hard to do. It's basically just time constraints. So you can get Boss Rush if you can do it all the way down to Mom within, I think it's like 15 minutes. So if you have Azazel unlocked, he is like your best shot at doing that. Mostly because he, you know, has a giant face cannon as far as like a laser goes, so he's the easiest one to just wipe out a bunch of enemies in one shot. And he starts probably the most powerful. The downside is obviously no regenerating health. Yeah, it's a challenge to do. It's not impossible, but it's definitely a trick. So if you beat boss, if you do that, you get Boss Rush, and Boss Rush is like 10 rounds of just bosses one after the other in the same room. Thankfully, some of them do drop health and stuff when they die, not all of them. But you get like a sample of almost everybody as far as bosses are concerned. And then, if you get through that, and you get down to the bottom, instead of going to Hell, you can actually go to Hush. And Hush is a bullet hell monster in the bottom of the floor. He's interesting. Really hard, especially if you don't have what's the thing I'm looking for? Like a shield. Like the flies or like shield tiers or something like that to prevent you from getting shot at, because since he is a bullet hell boss, he definitely just rains down on you. Hush is really hard, but it's good. It's fun. If you can get there. And boss rush is great if you can do it, because while you do compromise a lot of your exploration on the floors as you go, because boss rush is what it is, it drops at least 2 full items. So you get one when you start boss rush, and it's a choice, so you have like, you don't have to just get the bad one. And then when you finish boss rush, you're given another choice at the end. So you can pick the ones that you like or that you're good with or whatever. Also, if you don't play with some of the assisted stuff on, one of the things I find really helpful is there's like a default option in the game, regardless of version, to show the charge bar, and that'll really help if you ever pick up a charge attack, because I struggle to know like when it's ready pretty readily, and that does help. Also, bullet visibility will make it so that the bullets are a little bit brighter and kind of easier to see, but those, you know, don't save you from getting hit, they just help you hit things. And I, of course, like, this is Repentance, this is the newer one. But I did play the original one too. Most of the rules apply in both versions now, given updates. I know a lot about a lot of like really useless things. I like to learn about things that I don't understand, and so part of what happens is when I start playing a game, I like to try to figure it out. And yeah, not in this version though. Yes. Because that is also like not in a short duration. That's been over an extended period of time. But it's my zone out game. It's the game that, like, when I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, I want to play something, we play this. It's just what happens. And because I wasn't feeling up to figuring out a new game today, we decided to do it here instead. I am by no means like a speedrunner or an expert in any way. I just know what happens out of severe amounts of trial and error. You know, it's one of those times where, like, I wish I was as skilled as some of the people I actually watch do this. I'm not, at all. If you want to watch somebody fail for an hour and a half, you got your girl here. But if you want to see somebody, like, do a no-hit run on Peep, who's basically going to kill me right now anyway, I am not the person for you. We're going for the every hamster's experience. See, I would play this when Teddy, my fiance, would play Scott Pilgrim, because he grinds and grinds in Scott Pilgrim pretty heavy, because that's his zone out game. That's the game that he, like, just goes off on. And so I would play this and he would play that, and we wouldn't talk to each other for a while. But we exist in the same room, so it's okay. Oh geez, come on now. And then I haven't been able to beat the new ending yet. There is another ending that was added with the last round of DLC stuff that I've gotten close, but I haven't finished, and it really frustrates me. Because there is one part that just feels really, really hard. So, through a series of multiple levels, you have to complete basically a knife. And so you find the handle on one floor and the blade on another. Now, the blade I can do. The blade is one that, like, you just have to be, like, your ghost form. And you can do it. The other one, the handle one, I end up inevitably blowing myself up. Because what happens is, when you go into the room, all of the power-ups you've obtained over the course of time that you've been playing are gone. What is there is your basic default of whoever you were when you first started the game. And you have to navigate through a maze that you have to blow up parts of with a giant monster chasing you. And that monster in particular does not let up over the course of time and will ram you and takes a full heart every time it hits you. And since you're back to base stats, that hurts a lot. And I've never been able to get through it without blowing myself up. Unless I'm on a character that flies by default. And once that happens... mm. Alright, I'll do one more. I'll do one more and then I'll go have lunch. Yeah, it's the death noise is required when you die. It's just you have to go ah! Necessary evil. I am new, yes. I decided to start this mostly just because I wanted to try to see what it was like. I was fascinated by like VTuber technology and I wanted an occasion to implement it, so yeah. A newbie. Listen, you. But yes, I like it. I do enjoy it. I met some very nice people, which is nice. Because I kind of just wanted to find people that wanted to talk about games because of my, like, conventional life. I don't have that. I mean, my boyfriend and I talk about games constantly, but we also talk to each other. And that's pretty much it. So, in my regular life, I don't get to talk about the thing that I enjoy the most. So, this is where personal comes in. And so far, so good, yeah. We're doing okay. I mean, I don't have really, like, crazy aspirations for this. It's one of those things that I don't think will ever be my job, just because I don't think I would ever be able to support myself in that way. But I do enjoy, like, the few people that I've been talking to and the games that I've been playing and just kind of sharing my thoughts with the world. It's nice to not be just talking to the void, you know? Yeah, it honestly has been a unique thing to do, because I didn't think it would be interesting, to be honest. First of all, with the VTuber thing, I was kind of like, I don't want to set up the whole thing and just, like, find out a month in that, oh my god, I hate it, you know? Like, the last thing you want to do is spend a ridiculous amount of money setting something up just to be like, ugh, I don't even want to do this anymore, why do I have this? Because then you feel the compulsion to do it. And if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to get anything out of it, you know? So, I threw together a model variation through parts. Basically, Frankenstein's model. Through booth assets of things that I figured out. Yes, wait. It depends. So, a good live 2D model is several $100s to several $1,000s. This particular model is a Vroid Studio model with some additional tweaks that I've made myself. So I started with the base model from Vroid and then changed the face shapes and changed the eyes and changed the hair to suit more of what I was looking to be. But yeah, a live 2D model commission from an actual person if you want a good one, is several $100s most of the time. The big scale models, like the bigger VTubers, those are definitely in the thousands bracket, you know. But you can start with nothing if you want to start with nothing. Like it's possible to do it with just like a laptop and a friend, you know. It's pretty easy to start up. It's difficult to master in this particular instance. But yeah, I've always been like an anime and cartoons and plushies kind of nerd, so I was drawn to the cuteness of the whole thing. I thought the aesthetic was pleasing, so here I am. You know, and like I didn't want to do that as like a huge startup investment when I didn't even know if I would like what I was doing. So I figured in my head, if I really liked it, I could spend the money later. And there are lots of people out there. There are so many freaking artist Twitter scammers right now that are just recycling either AI art or recycling like kind of clip art variants of things you can do. But if you're gonna spend the money, I would spend it on an artist that you can kind of follow and see their style in what they do, because that's what you're looking for. Is you're looking to put like your kind of style into what they do too. Because they're going to bring your character to life however you choose it to be. So if you pick like a generic artist that's just like, you know, here's the base Vroid model and we change the color of the hair, and you could have done that on your own, you then sort of feel like, well, why did I do this, you know? And so artists all have like time and research that you have to go in to see who you want to use. And not only that, you're on like their schedule, so it can take like months to get a model. Some of the larger ones have taken like over a year to do. Because most of them are all hand-drawn and then separated into layers, and then the layers need to be rigged to move correctly. So like the movement of my hair, each one of these little pieces obviously is its own bone structure underneath it to rig it so that I can move. And even just the limited movement that I have. When you see one of the big ones that can do like, you know, they can puff out their cheeks and make like major facial expressions, body changes, or dancing or things like that. All of those things are additional like programmed things that are added by the rigger or the designer. Know a lot about VTubers too. Again, whenever I'm fixated on something, I do enjoy talking about it, which is kind of why, you know, speaking to the void is fine. It's just a thing that I know. I do like my special topics, as they are referred to, or special interests, I guess, or what you could call them. It used to make my family crazy when I was younger, because I'd get stuck on something and it would be like the only thing I would talk about. So it's like, you know, if you've ever encountered a kid with a Minecraft fixation, that like it turns into a 45-minute dissertation about, you know, the finer details of Minecraft, and you're like, kid, I don't even know what you're talking about. This was what it was like living with tiny Svetsie. Like living with the tiny version of me. Was so fixated on all kinds of things, and whenever I would pick up a special interest, it would just be one that would just be like the most weird crap possible. And my mom would just be like, I don't even understand what you're talking about right now. I don't get it at all. The weirdest one was being like 9 or 10 years old and obsessed with the 50s, like the 1950s in America. Oh no! No, I wish you good boss karma. It'll be okay, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I was obsessed with 1950s culture when I was 10. And, like, it was so far removed from, like, what everybody else was interested in. I'm over here listening to Ricky Nelson, of all things, and weird, obscure one-hit wonders from the 1950s. And my friends are, you know, listening to normal music. What something? What was normal? Kid obsessions are interesting. When you keep them as an adult is when they get weird for people. Like, I never grew out of it. So I'm always very, when I like something, I tend to focus on it. I made the reference earlier today, when I talk about something I like, I tend to do this. So, when I start off on a tangent, I will definitely start doing that. Yeah! But it's weird for a kid who has literally no frame of actual reference. Like, my parents were not interested in vintage stuff at all. My dad was of the opinion if it was older than 10 years, it was worthless. Which seems incredibly stupid in hindsight, but, so to be fixated on that and be like watching, like, I'd watch Elvis movies and things like that, old drive-in-y stuff, and it's so cheesy, and it's so lame, and it's so much fun. It is. But when I like something, I tend to like immerse myself in it as much as possible. I demanded my mom make me a poodle skirt. which she did do. She did actually do for me. Which I find really funny. And I still have downstairs in my hope chest. But yeah, it's always been like one of those things where when I get focused on something that I enjoy, it's nice to talk about it, and I get a little happier than I probably should when talking about it. So my ability to read if people are bored kind of drops off. Because I'm enjoying myself. But I want to know what other people are into as well, so I try to restrain myself to not be such a little nerd and like come back and go, oh, there are other people besides myself. Hi! That I've always thought like video games are an interesting language to tell stories too. Always loved that, like the option of telling it the visual way, because I am a visual learner. So to like make me learn something or make me feel something is profound for me. And I feel that ye olden times, you know, 50s, 60s, the analog eras, so to speak, had a bit more of that tactile sensation when it comes to learning things. Of all time, like all-time favorite game, or the one that means the most to me. So, my all-time favoriteest game, I'm gonna have to go with the original Legend of Zelda. It's probably the game that I played the absolute most of, and the one that like really meant the world to me. I got really heartbroken when my cartridge broke, kind of thing. For storytelling or things that I've really loved at this point, Final Fantasy XIV with expansions. Why? What's yours? If I had to pick a game. If I had to pick the experience, I honestly think that Dark Souls was probably my favorite of that kind of experience, because it was an endurance trial that I actually really enjoyed by the end. But I definitely had some moments where I definitely said F this game and put the controller down and walked away. special mention to Doki Doki Literature Club just because games that are not what I expect definitely kind of blow my mind. And I went into that one blind. Like, I knew nothing about it. I was one of those idiots that actually thought it was something else. Sorry, my nose itched. Okay. We go. I've been trying to think about that, like, VTuber introduction video, like, what I would say. Not that I intend to do one, but because obviously I'm way too little to make that make sense. I actually did like 14. All of it. So, I only played relatively recently. It's one of those things, honestly. Okay, so I thought about it, and I'm like, how many subscription TV services do I have that I don't watch anyway? And one of them at the time was Hulu. I'm just like, you know what, Hulu, you've sold me out for the moment. I'm not interested right now. It turns out that it's about the same cost to be able to do that. But what I normally do is I normally just, when I have the money to do so, because I don't have a house in the game, I don't need to check in very regularly. When I feel the urge to play, I'll get one of those cards for like 15 to 30 bucks. And then I'll just let it drop off. If I didn't engage with it in that duration of time, then I'm obviously not interested at the moment, but I can always come back. Because that's been a thing too, because I'm worried about that too, because I'm like, oh my god, I cannot pay for a game. I just can't. It makes no sense to pay monthly to play a game. And like, I get aggravated at myself. I'm like, why am I doing this? When realistically it's like, no, I'll probably spend that over the course of like a month or so on a game if I choose to play it. So if I'm playing it, the subscription makes sense. If I'm not playing it, thankfully it doesn't do anything to the account. Like, I don't lose anything by just not being there for a shorter time, which is nice. But there is, you know, of course, not to be the shill moment here, but there is the free trial if you just want to try it and see how you like it. Because it's definitely got the story to back it up. I do really enjoy it. It's also one of those that, like, is in a content drought at the moment. As far as, like, what do we do with this game? So most people just, if they're logging in to do that, they're like logging in to meet their friends or whatever. So. Also, for games like this, I really enjoyed Dead Cells. Dead Cells was really good. Very much that roguelike thing where you can just kind of pick it up and put it down whenever. Really awesome art style, very funny in its lore stuff and its weapons. Like, it's pretty good. Just pretty good. Exactly. You don't want to do that if you don't have the, like, money to do so, which is kind of the way, like, that it works, you know? Because if it's just sitting there doing nothing, exactly. Like, when you have your choices of things that you can spend your money on, I do not feel that it's one that you would do that, you know? Like, if given the choice of, like, something you really need or this, don't even. Not worth that kind of stress. Play for the month and then back out for a little bit and just see if it's worth picking back up again. Because bear in mind, you can always come back in the same spot you were in. You know? So it's not like you're gonna lose it. If you choose to. Obviously, like, everybody chooses their own thing. And I totally get that too. Because I have definitely been places where I'm like, dude, I need to put gas in my car. Not play this game. You know? Like, I've made those choices. It's okay. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think this run this morning I was cursed. I got Kamikaze and Pyromaniac, which means I got to be a bomb and bombs healed me. And I'm now spoiled over this whole situation. Because I keep getting blown up now. It's annoying me. No, I've been very anti-subscription on games for a long time. Like, I have Game Pass for the Xbox, but mostly because I kinda have to. You know, because it's how you play online for those games, and so Game Pass is like an added benefit to being able to play things that I didn't have to buy. But I've been very anti-subscription for a long time. Because I don't really... I'm too fickle when it comes to things. Like, sometimes I don't want to play it for an extended period of time. And I will go back to it. I just don't feel like it right now, you know? Stomach, shut up. My stomach is growling. Ignore me. Ah! You get out of here. Go on. Help! Stop. Thank you. Go away. There we go. Finally. Finally! Thank you. So, ninja skills. Shoom. Well, okay. I don't want any of these. I'm good. Boop. Listen. 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 There you go. Thank you. Ooh, this will be good. Ah, okay. And off we go. Again. Oh, jeez. Oh, double trouble. Yay. Okay, that's fine. We got one. The Mega Fatty is not that bad normally, but he can jump on your face for no reason when he feels like it. He's just got a lot of health. So it seems to take forever. And ever and ever and ever. Oof! Ah, yeah. No. 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 Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Ah. Listen. 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 Thank you. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We got the sun. Yay! Ow! celebrated too soon. Okay, what do you do? I have the occult. There, damage down, but I'm not paying 2 hearts for that. No. I require more health than that to do this. Everybody explodes. Yay! Okay. Why has... Stupid model. There we go. There you are. Thank you so much. My model stopped tracking my mouth. It was annoying me. I am particular when it comes to models. I like when the model actually tracks reasonably accurately. They have to look pretty. Like, all these criteria with models. Same criteria with, like, you know, actual people models, I assume. But I don't like actual people, so... I do feel that, like, a model's gotta have, like, a VTuber model especially, has to have some personality, or you are just sort of lost in the rig. You know, if your model is bigger than you are as a person, it ends up being problematic, because then you're kind of like, you're driving a Gundam that, like, you're not licensed. You know? It's one of those, like, oh no, we've gone too far, we've gone too big. And then they get lost in the model, which is not a good thing. Like, you don't want that. You wanna be a part of this, you want it to be a part of you, and not feel like you're just swimming around in a sweater that's too big for you. Like... we'll take that, because that's always good, even though I don't really have bugs at the moment. That doesn't mean I won't. The slow effect is helpful on this one with the shot speed up, because if I don't have the shot speed up, it takes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Why am I Canadian? Luther, what have you done? Space Wizard has done magic and made me Canadian. No! My appreciation for donuts is growing. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da. Haha. Point. Zoom. As we continue in the zooming. I don't want to lose that right yet. And we'll come back for that. We'll come back for that. Yeah, because I'm going to need it here, because me and this guy do not get along so well. Huh. Listen. Don't touch me. I'm not happy about that. I dislike having to use that there. Normally like to wait until he's at least a little further down the chain before we get there. The art style in this game is always the adorable and creepy in the same vein, which I like. Mildly unnerving is where I happily sit with most things. This game is brilliant, provided that you either look very closely to what you're seeing or don't look very closely, depending on your sensibilities. Zoom. Shoom. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Ha. Take shot speed. That's good. Next. Focus. Okay. There we go. Boop. Ow. Of course you shot me. Of course you shot me. Of course you did. That's okay. Ah, welcome back. Oh, no. Focus where you need to. It's definitely a considerably more important than this. Yeah, I did. But, of course, you can focus where you need to. So what is your favorite game? Oh, okay. Now, are MMOs the genre you normally enjoy, or is it something that you just sort of fell into because of the story or the characters? Because honestly, MMOs are not my normal thing. I was in the MMO, like, absolutely not in this house kind of camp for a long time because I have a bit of an addictive personality, so I tend to get obsessive. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Yeah. I have not played those yet. I will definitely look into them though, because I'm interested. Because I'm curious. I like hearing what other people play just because it's interesting to me. Because part of the reason why I watch streamers in the first place is to get exposure to games that I wouldn't normally play anyway. You know, like, well, sometimes I look for streamers that are playing games I like, depending on what it is, or sometimes I'll look for things that I've never heard of. Just because I'm like, oh, what's this about? You know, like, what's this game? And then find things that I end up liking, which is always good. Because I'm never going to say no to new games. Huh. Ah! I will have to take a look. Well, I have hence died to a headless thing. And my stomach has decided that it's definitely lunchtime for me. So I am going to go now, I think. But it was very nice to meet you, Mello, and you're welcome to come back and lurk anytime. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. We can talk indie games anytime. I'll be cool with that. I hope you beat your boss. Because I know he's a challenge. But you got this. You can do it. Thank you again so much for hanging out and saying hi. I appreciate it. And I hope you all have a nice Saturday. Ready? It was very nice to meet you. All right.